Hello everyone, we're here to give you an update about Suge Knight's murder case. Marion Suge Knight pleaded no contest to voluntary manslaughter Thursday in the 2015 hit-and-run death of a man outside a Compton restaurant after a dispute related to the film Straight Outta Compton. The plea deal struck in a downtown Los Angeles courtroom calls for Knight, 53, to serve 28 years in state prison. Dressed in orange jail scrubs, the one-time hip-hop mogul looked stared straight ahead as Judge Ronald S. Coen detailed the plea agreement Thursday afternoon. He simply replied yes when asked if he accepted it. Crystal Carter, the youngest daughter of Knight's victim, Terry Carter, rushed out of the courtroom wearing sunglasses after the plea deal was struck. A pendant reading "Carter" hung near her heart. Knight's attorney, DeBlanc, first contacted the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office about a possible plea deal Wednesday, according to Lillian Carter, the victim's wife. Negotiations stretched into early Thursday afternoon, with Knight at one point fighting against the idea of having to take the plea in the presence of media lining the courtroom, according to a source familiar with the negotiations. Prosecutors in the courtroom were not immediately available for comment. Knight will be sentenced October 4, 2018, and prosecutors agreed to dismiss his other pending criminal matters as part of the deal. Knight had been separately accused of threatening Straight Outta Compton director F. Gary Gray and robbing a photographer in Beverly Hills. Knight has been behind bars since January 2015, when he was arrested and charged with intentionally ramming his Ford F-150 pickup into two men in the driveway of Tam's Burgers at Central and East Rosecrans Avenues in Compton. He originally faced life without the possibility of parole if convicted. Carter, a 55-year-old Compton native who knew Knight through the music industry, was killed. Bone Sloan, who was involved in a physical altercation with Knight moments before the incident, was injured but he survived. Knight and his legal team have described the victim as a longtime friend and said the mogul was heartbroken to learn Carter had been killed. Carter's wife, Lillian, disputed that in a recent interview with the Los Angeles Times, saying that her husband only knew Knight through business dealings and that the two had not been close in several years. A Compton native, Carter grew up on Peru Street, the block from which the notorious sect of the Blood Street Gang takes its name, but he was well known for helping young men avoid gang life, according to his family. An entrepreneur with a penchant for building custom lowriders, he also worked as a car salesman and music producer, and he owned several automobile businesses and limousine services, his wife said. He first met Knight in the early 1990s, after the mogul and rapper Drive Dre asked him to build a custom car for a giveaway as part of the promotion for Dre's solo debut album, The Chronic, according to his wife. The hit-and-run crash followed an argument on the set of a commercial for Straight Outta Compton, which chronicled the rise of the seminal hip-hop group NWA. Authorities say Knight, who was depicted in the movie, was upset about not receiving financial compensation for the use of his likeness. Footage from the burger joint's security camera shows Knight's truck barreling into Carter and Sloan, the former rap impresario, who fled the scene but eventually turned himself in, originally pleaded not guilty, arguing that he acted in self-defense. His legal team had long claimed there were men with guns at the scene attempting to injure or kill Knight, but prosecutors have contended there is no evidence to support that. Thursday's plea may have marked the end of a lengthy, confusing court battle for both Knight and the prosecution, but it brought no closure to Lillian Carter. "I thought I would feel some relief. I don't," she said. "I feel just as sick and heartbroken as I did the first moment of learning of Terry's death." Thank you for checking out this video. Subscribe to Ethic Radio Archive Reels for more updates.